They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 18 more yards there and another first down.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. You look at this Browns defense. They enter play one from the bottom, number 31 in the league, Charles, against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Back to throw again. And this time he's got the hook. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 21. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. His 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. At their own 22-yard line.
Let's go. Bronco switch. Bronco switch.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23. Well, this defense for the Raiders very strong in that victory a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. You look at this Raiders defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Daniel Whelan now. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him. A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll look to throw again. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Cleveland offense ready to go. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. Hurt, hurt. Right there, hurt.
More the motion man right.
On 2nd down, it's Balin, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
79 Broncos. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure.
And oh, he coughed it up.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
It's not exactly round and round we go, but I'm looking at the board.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Ready.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. They got the ball in great field position after the fumble, but this defense tried to stand tall.
They certainly are, and a lot of times after you pick up a fumble or get an interception, you have momentum on your side. You kind of walk through a defense and score. Not so fast. Not in this case.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. They'll try to run this one in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
They'll look to throw here. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1.
Let's go now.
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Raiders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Here we go. Cup 19. You ain't going nowhere.
They go play action here on 1st down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Intercepted by the Raiders. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
A throw over the middle taken in. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And this Browns defense stands tall.
Let's go now.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Buffalo 18.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Bailey, and they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. The Browns at 4 and 10 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They get the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And goal at the 6-yard line.
Motion man is Schwartz.
2nd and 6. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bailey. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and that will lead to a 3rd and goal. Now back to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it.
And the Raiders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Come on. Go.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And a quick throw here that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Gain of 16 yards. First down.
On play action, they'll throw. Steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 39. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 39-yard line. And this is caught.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
A great effort there. His 21st touchdown of the season.
And the Raiders take a 3-touchdown lead. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that, because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league, but this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that's caught at the 25. A big play that time for Cleveland. 43 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted.
And the Raiders will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 14.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards.
Here we go. Strike. Let's go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
That last throw moves him past 27,989 yards for his career, so that means he moves ahead of the blonde bomber, Terry Bradshaw, on the all-time list.
And boy, he loved to throw it downfield, didn't he? That's why he was the blonde bomber. Remember, he'd throw it downfield to John Stallworth and Lynn Swann. It was gorgeous. Big throws, big play.
Touchdown, Raiders! A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Raiders continue to pull away here in this first half.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Motion man is Schwartz.
the Raiders have got him.
Tyree Wilson using that athletic ability to make the play.
Here we go.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Let's go now.
At the 33-yard line.
On first down, Bailey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Here's 3rd and 7.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bailey, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
On 1st and 10, a handoff. Nope, it's a reverse. And that one going to be blown up. The defense not fooled by the receiver coming around, and he'll be met behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. 54 yards.
And the Browns get a bit closer.
Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
On the 15-yard line.
The
Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Let's go now. Ready, ready?
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
A nice little juke. He's got the lane, and there he goes.
And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
What a run there. I mean, you've got speed, elusiveness, escapability all rolled into one.
And we all know that quarterbacks are coached. They get the ball to the guys who can do all the things you just described. You want those guys who have speed, elusiveness, and escapability all rolled into one with the ball in their hands. And guess what? It's him. So there's no sense in throwing it or handing it off when you can do all of that yourself.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
First down, Las Vegas.
Ready.
He'll drop to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And this time he is in.
Yes.
A great effort there. With his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game.
And the Raiders are able to extend their lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Hey, run it on me.
Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
18 rattle.
Back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
The Browns send out their punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Taken from just outside the 30. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
60 biceps. Check smash. Check smash.
On 3rd down, it's Bailey. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side, and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Go. 19 tight. 19 tight. Hurt.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
Down to about the 37.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he lost the football. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They'll look to throw here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 18-yard line.
They'll set up to throw, and it's caught. Touchdown. Darius Slayton, an 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Raiders extend this fourth quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
We ain't giving up nothing.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now a throw here to his running back. Wiggles free. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
Let's go now.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They're going to look to throw.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Come 19. Buffalo 18. 70 range. Go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And now here is another interception.
And the Raiders are going to get it back here just past the 35.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball in a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
And the Browns are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
And a nice job there skipping away from the one tackle and ends up getting 5 yards out of that. 2nd down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down.
Motion man is Schwartz.
On 2nd down now, it's Bailey. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but...
And my goodness, another interception. Teron Johnson able to pick it.
And the Raiders are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Hold it ready.
At their own 24-yard line.
Let's go.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 73 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
7 yards. 1st down, Raiders.
Ready. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Give them 12 yards that time at a Las Vegas first.
Let go.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
Let's go now.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Dragon 60.
They'll try to run this one in. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Ready?
They'll try to run this one in. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
They'll look to throw here. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Bailey. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Ready, set. Warrior 70.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Bailey.
Well, this was a blowout supported by both sides of the ball today, Charles.